is 6:21 right now. We're talking about what's trending on Twitter this morning, and of course, a big announcement by CBS as who's going to replace David Letterman when he retires next year. Stephen Colbert will take over The Late Show next year. So it was just last week that the 66-year-old Letterman announced that he was hanging up his late-night hat after 21 years in the chair.
And they didn't waste any time. I mean, they got Colbert signed up pretty quickly. You probably recognize him from hosting Comedy Central's Emmy-winning late-night series, The Colbert Report. A lot of people I know are going to be upset, Lisa, that The Colbert Report is ending, but he's going to be taking over late night now. CBS says he's signed a 5-year deal with the network. The commercials that he does for pistachios are hysterical, too. I mean, the guy has a great sense of humor. He has a great comedic sense, and it's just going to be an amazing thing to watch. And I'm wondering how much of the Colbert Report is going to transfer over.
That's what I was thinking. The other thing I'm wondering is, obviously, we're asleep, so we don't get to watch these programs. But, I mean, Jimmy Fallon, you know, we get to see some of the bits during the morning show here. I mean, he is really funny. He's awesome. So it's going to be interesting to see the two up against each other. I mean, I have to admit, I'm just going to admit it here live on television, that if I was up at that hour, I would be watching Jimmy Fallon.
You know what? I don't know if I could necessarily choose. I could probably bounce back and forth between the two of them or something like that. But it's just really interesting to see that they're now passing the baton onto the next generation of late night hosts. I mean, when we were kids, remember Johnny Carson? And and then that has changed a couple of times since then, back in those days. And now you have this next generation of late night hosts who are going to be taking over.
Well, let us know, who are you going to be watching? We want to know what you think about this pick. Which station will you watch for your late night after the news comedy shows? You can follow us on Twitter. You can also find us on Facebook.